Dereck Chisora has been made mandatory challenger for the European heavyweight title currently held by Kubrat Pulev. Now, Chisora has already got a date in September for his next fight. Frank Warren Promotions are already selling tickets for that event. That's on September 21st. But will he be fighting Kubrat Pulev on that, on that date for the European heavyweight title? That's the question. Chisora's been talking about either fighting Pulev or fighting Deontay Wilder. Obviously, they tried to get Wilder over, instead of his last opponent, which he just fought this weekend. His name escapes me for some reason. Malik Scott, sorry. Yeah, he tried to get him over instead of Malik Scott. But obviously, because of Wilder's, legal problems, he couldn't make it. So we could see him fight Wilder, or we could see him fight Pulev for the European heavyweight title since he's now mandatory challenger. Or if Pulev decides to vacate, because apparently Pulev has been talking about fighting Tony Thompson, right? That could be made into some type of world title eliminator. Who knows? But Pulev has been talking about fighting Tony Thompson. So you could see Pulev vacate and then Chisora fight the next ranked contender for the vacant European heavyweight title. And according to the rankings, I mean, these rankings are not very updated, should I say? You know what I mean? They're not very recent. But this is from the European Union boxing website. I guess they don't really update their rankings very often. But according to these rankings, the next contender in line is Robert Helenius. All right. So we could see Chisora fight a rematch with Robert Helenius for the European heavyweight title, but this time in the UK. I think that would be a very, very fitting rematch, for it to be in the UK and for it to be for the same European heavyweight title. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a rematch. Wilder would also be good if you could get, a fight with Wilder. Even Pulev would be good. They're three good matches, but especially the Pulev match would be a great match, in terms of Chisora fighting the highest quality opposition, because I think Pulev is better than Helenius. I'm not sure if he's better than Wilder, but he's definitely more proven than Wilder. That's what I will say. So there's three good matches there. Which is most likely to happen? I'm not even sure. I think probably, or maybe a rematch with Helenius. I don't know. Would Helenius really want to come to the UK? He knows that Chisora beat the crap out of him in the first fight, and that was in his hometown. Would he want a repeat of that again without getting any favors from the judges in the UK? Would he really want that? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But either way, I think either of those fights are intriguing. Wilder obviously is untested, so Chisora would be the best guy that Wilder's taken on. Kubrat Pulev, Pulev has been very inactive over the last year. He's been out the ring for nearly a year now since he beat Alexander Ustinov, and that was a good win. But since then, he's been unable to find a decent opponent willing to fight him. Tyson Fury pulled out of his fight with Kubrat Pulev. A number of other opponents have pulled out of fighting Kubrat Pulev. So how good is Pulev going to be when he comes back? Is he going to be rusty? Especially against a guy like Chisora who applies a lot of pressure. How good will he look? We'll have to wait and see. But Kubrat Pulev has impressed me quite a bit. He has impressed me quite a bit. He seems to have the attitude. He seems to have the maturity to go a long way in the heavyweight division right now. And I'd like to see him in with a Klitschko. Out of all the contenders out there, one of the main guys I'd like to see fight Klitschko is Kubrat Pulev. I think he's been quite impressive so far in his career. So we'll have to see what happens. But let me know what you feel about this. Who would you like to see Dereck Chisora fight on September 21st? Who do you think will end up being his likely opponent? Will it be Robert Helenius, Kubrat Pulev, or Deontay Wilder? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this. This is Hatman. I'm out.